me, I really don't want to be an alpha female. I'm not interested in competing with any guy. For me, it's really around how do I help other women? How do I help other people? How do I create value for my country? You know, most of these women that we see are market women, selling things in the market. Most of these guys are created billions of dollars from kids they've sent to school, and majority of all of these things. But from my experience traveling to different countries, especially in Africa, women are seen as, I'm sorry to say, domesticated animals to me, because you see a man and next thing you hear is, I'm supposed to bring in the money, my wife is supposed to be at home, doing all the work, taking care of the house. But for me personally, I really don't want to be seen as a domesticated animal. From various civilizations from the time of Jesus Christ up to now, we've seen that women were at the forefront of various ministries, various revolutions. People like Margaret Thatcher, they are like women who have revolutionized and changed the way we see our world. And for example, someone like Madam C.J. Walker is someone I really respect so much. And for her, she has been able to inspire a lot of black women all around the world to eventually become millionaires and billionaires. Example like Rihanna and many other women who have come out to become millionaires. That is because I'm not here today to make women see women in a different light, but to charge as many women as possible. That it's very possible for us to do it and change the world. It's very possible for us to create that impact. And it comes from the place of, first of all, believing in yourself and believing that you can do it. I'm a woman, it's not possible. Personally, I've been through I've had some bizarre things that I don't believe someone will tell me. So most times when I go for a meeting and to close the deal, I get there and the men see me. I'm like, okay, where is your boss? Is your boss coming anytime soon? And I'm like, no, sorry, my boss is not coming anytime soon. I'm the boss. And even for fundraising and some other things, you get to hear stories like, oh, she's a woman, she looks too weak, she can't do this, she can't do that. For me, it's really around how do we get a lot of more women to believe in themselves? How do we get a lot of young ladies to believe that, you know what, the time and era for women is now. We've all seen how women have participated in the last NSAS campaign and see how successful it has been. For me, I feel like now is the time for women to change the narrative that is currently around them. The other day I was reading about how Serena Ventures is now at $3 billion market cap. That is where I want women to be. That is where I want to be. That is where I want to be.
Just check here.
That is where I want to start to be. And how can we get them to get to that point? First of all, it's through believing in them. I know one of the things that really helps me. My father told me something and he said, learn to be your own man. I know you wonder, how do I get to be my own man? But the truth is that word has kept me up to now to be so dogged, resilient in whatever I'm doing today. And I feel like this is the same story for every other woman out there trying to do one thing or the other, trying to succeed. And right now, how do we get the men, the guys over here, to even get their sisters, get to the point whereby we begin to build self-confidence in women. Women become so confident. And also, some of the things I get to hear is when women become emancipated, when women become financially free, they become ruthless, they become lawless, they become not being respectful. But the truth is that most of the success stories we've heard about today are stories of women who have made so much sacrifices, who have done so much to ensure that we're in the world that we are today. So for me, it's really how can we get more women to be more financially free in this part of the world, especially in terms of getting education, getting people to know more they can do. And when we begin to see more women who break barriers, then that will be the beginning of that world, the paradise where we all look forward to living in. Therefore, I encourage every one of us here, including the men, to ensure that we build and to ensure that we encourage all women in no matter little capacity we find a woman today, to ensure that every woman is either educated, every woman is execute the right thing to ensure that we live